Hello, everybody. Michael Falato here again for GTM Full Throttle. We have our Full Throttle Leaders podcast. We have Angelina Eng. She started a new company called Enzo Horizon, and she basically worked in lots of big companies over the last 30 years. Angelina, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about your new agency and then also where you worked right before this.
Well, as you mentioned, I've been in this industry for about 30 years, predominantly on the agency side, and uh, and I recently launched my new company called Enso Horizon, which is an independent solutions architect firm that provides brands, agencies, ad tech companies, martech companies, and publishers different types of solutions uh, that offer ways to transform their business or focus on any operational excellence,
Mhm.
uh, logistics, and so forth around media, data, and technology. Prior to this, I worked at IAB. I was the vice president of the Measurement, Adjustability, and Data Center, where I developed industry standards for the advertising ecosystem, such as attention metrics, uh, retail media measurement guidelines, and intrinsic in-game. I'm really focused on some of the emerging trends and solutions that are coming out in the marketplace, such as when data clean rooms were just a small conversation in many boardrooms and blew it out into identity solutions, things like around privacy sandbox and so forth. So over my 6 years at IAB, I've helped produce over 30 publications, either directly or co-authored with my counterparts, from anywhere from cross-channel media measurement, MMM, incrementality, and so forth.
And how is IAB dealing with measurement of like the AI tools out there?
So I'm no longer there, but I would say that, especially in the last 2 years, AI was a huge topic in every single conversation in any committee, groups, board meetings, and our events. Over the last 2 years, I had conducted a study called the IAB State of Data Report,
Hmm.
which focused on the role of AI in media planning and buying and measurement. And so I would say that, you know, from an industry perspective, AI has a huge role in the advertising economy moving forward. And so we tried to get ahead of it. And they also hired a VP of artificial intelligence last year. So it's,
What
it's, it's pretty important.
what's your ideal customer profile for Enzo?
As I mentioned, I support all types of companies in the advertising ecosystem. You know, the natural fit would be on the buy side, given my 30 years experience, especially around helping brands regarding their the media and creative or their analytics framework, their measurement framework, uh, anywhere from assessing their agencies and how do they transition or uh, address some of the emerging challenges that are in the marketplace. The other types of clients that I'm also kind of starting to talk to are on the product side, on the ad tech and the martech side. Given the fragmentation and the breadth of companies that are coming into the marketplace, agencies and brands are very overwhelmed, and sometimes even on their side is very fractured and siloed. So ad tech companies are finding it very difficult to penetrate and even get in the door of those organizations. So I'm looking at helping them with their organizational strategy, their go-to-market approach, how their sales team is structured, what is their narrative, as well as from a measurement and uh, platform perspective, how they can build out systems and platforms that meet the needs of their customers.
What's something that you've learned in the last 6 months, whether it's your old company or new company, that, wow, that was a really good idea and it really won a lot of hearts and minds of people that I work with or my clients, and it really kind of, hey, it's repeatable and scalable, or something that failed, and you're like, here's some nuggets for Michael's audience that don't do this because it probably won't work.
I think one of the things that I've learned first off in the last 30 years that really have resonated with, especially the people that I've been talking to over the last 6 months, is um, around foundation, having strong foundation. And that could mean in your data infrastructure, your measurement framework, your the way that you're approaching your team organization and structure. It's important that, I mean, in every event that you go to, everyone talks about the same problems and we hear about the same problems. We talk about solutions over and over year, and nothing seems to get fixed, right? I've heard the phrase measurement is broken, and we rely on too many walled gardens, and so forth. And what's really important to me is like really auditing what you have and identifying where there are gaps and where you can make not only small changes but also big changes and figure out how to what that roadmap looks like and what the time frame looks like. But we talk about all these different problems in a very theoretical strategic standpoint, but then when it comes down to the tactical foundation, most companies don't want to hear it. And they're like, well, our organization is structured this way, so it's going to be very difficult to move people over to a new process, or we've already started establishing something on our own, but it's not really meeting, it's not really set up to succeed because everyone's looking at them as little small mini projects versus looking at things holistically.
And then what's the best way to reach out to you? I know we have your email up on your tag right there, but what's the best way to reach out to you besides just your email? And is there a website that's has a lot of your information as well?
Yes, so you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. In fact, I have a newsletter that I publish every week, and it's anywhere from industry trends and news to career advice and my point of view of what's happening in the marketplace. So check out my LinkedIn, Angelina Eng. I'm very easy to find.
Mhm.
And my website is ensohorizon.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on the show. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much for having me.